This Friday is Juneteenth Day. On June 19th, 1865, word made it to Galveston, Texas that enslaved African Americans were now free. They were told 2 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. And ahead of this important day in our history, we're talking with influential African Americans here in Milwaukee about current issues from the pandemic to a movement.
So when we got married, she told me that this is where she wanted to live.
From his high-rise apartment overlooking Lake Michigan, Ruben Harpole resides. Some have dubbed him the unofficial mayor of Milwaukee. A native of Cream City, Harpole has seen the city divided.
One day, my wife and I was going to St. Elizabeth Catholic Church on 2nd and Burleigh, and the pastor wouldn't serve her communion because she was black.
Discrimination and racism all around in the 50s and 60s.
While I was at the post office, I found out that the police department were terrible for black men. In fact, they'd say, don't ever get arrested, because you get arrested and you go in the elevator, they put a towel around the hand and beat the heck out of you.
However, Harpole is quick to tell you he was unbothered by it. He made it his mission to change the hearts and minds through engagement.
And we had something to call a circle where we'd invite people to come around. We said, the project was called Hello Neighbor. So we get the people to come so they get a chance to know black folks, that we weren't stupid.
Educating the youth has always been a big passion for Ruben. His work in the community led to the founding of more than 25 community centers and programs in the city.
There's a quote that Dr. George Washington Carver used to recite to all of his students. You have everything that the greatest people before you have had. What do you have? You have 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a brain to use if you'd be wise. So start from the beginning and say, I can.
The recent death of George Floyd at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer shook Ruben.
It's murder. First degree.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
The nationwide outcry has amazed this 86-year-old.
But what was good is that a lot of people saw that, and it changed a lot of people's minds and hearts, and especially the people that believed in God and rightness.
Even in the midst of America in turmoil, Ruben Harpole sees hope.
Barack Obama said maybe the healing can begin. It didn't begin when Dr. King was marching, but now with this, what happened to George Floyd, maybe the healing can begin. You saw a mixture of black, white, Native Americans, all kinds of folks. Their heart could see, they could see the evil.
Harpole established the Ruben K. Harpole Jr. Education Scholarship at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, which invested $19,000 in the college education of young African American men interested in teaching.